Trump mourns Anthony Bourdain as quite a character and says he enjoyed his show. Even though the chef wanted to poison his food and said he would absolutely effing not ever eat with him. Donald Trump offered compassion on Friday for Anthony Bourdain's fans and family members, after the celebrity chef was found dead of a suicide. "I think it's very sad. In fact, I want to extend to his family my heartfelt condolences," the president told DailyMail.com amid a scrum of reporters as he left the White House for a G7 leaders summit in Canada. "That was very shocking," Trump said. "When I woke up this morning, Anthony Bourdain is dead. And I enjoyed his show. He was quite a character, I will say." Bourdain was less kind to Trump last year, saying he would poison his food if given the chance. Foreshadowing next week's nuclear disarmament summit between Trump and North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un, TMZ asked the chef in 2017 what he would serve the two leaders if they held a meeting to simmer their boiling tensions and asked him to cater it. "Hemlock," he replied, naming a highly poisonous plant historically used for both suicides and executions. Bourdain later told Fox News that he meant to deadpan Gail. In 2016, when Trump was running for president, Bourdain said he wouldn't eat with the Republican frontrunner if he had the chance. "Absolutely effing not," the chef told the Wrap. "I've been a New Yorker most of my life. We know him well here. We've watched how he does business and we've watched him say things and then we've seen whether or not he did those things. We have seen how he treats the people he does business with. I would give the same answer that I would have given 10 years ago, when he was just as loathsome." Bourdain famously devoted an episode of his Parts Unknown program to dining with President Barack Obama in Hanoi, Vietnam. "The president's chopstick skills are on point," Bourdain proclaimed then. When Obama ate grilled pork, he seized the moment to mock the then-president's critics. "That puts that secret Muslim thing to rest, by the way." He claimed later that the White House sought him out, not the other way around. Bourdain's suicide Friday at the age of 61 stunned the food world. He hanged himself in his room at the Le Chambord Hotel in Kaisersberg, France, where he was filming an upcoming episode of his CNN show Parts Unknown, according to French media. His close friend Eric Reipert, owner of New York City's famed Le Bernardin restaurant, found him dead. "It is with extraordinary sadness we can confirm the death of our friend and colleague, Anthony Bourdain," CNN said in a statement Friday morning. "His love of great adventure, new friends, fine food and drink and the remarkable stories of the world made him a unique storyteller. His talents never ceased to amaze us and we will miss him very much. Our thoughts and prayers are with his daughter and family at this incredibly difficult time." CNN President Jeff Zucker added in a company-wide email, "Tony was an exceptional talent. Tony will be greatly missed not only for his work but also for the passion with which he did it." Bourdain was married twice, first to high school sweetheart Nancy Putkowski, and then to MMA fighter Octavia Busia, who he has an 11-year-old daughter with named Ariane. A late-in-life father, Bourdain talked adoringly of his only child in interviews. "I was 50 when I became a father of a little girl. I was finally old enough to be qualified for the job. Ariane has me wrapped around her finger," Bourdain told The Guardian in 2013. "All I can realistically hope for is that she feels loved. That she has high self-esteem. And good martial arts skills." While Bourdain detailed his drug abuse in his books and TV shows, he never appeared to be dealing with mental illness or depression. However, last week, Bourdain bought a painting with the ominous title "The World is Falling Down, I Am Learning to Live with It." There were also signs that his romance with actress Asia Argento may have been on the fritz. After Bourdain broke up with his second wife in 2016, he met Argento while filming an episode of Parts Unknown in December of that year. Argento was one of Harvey Weinstein's accusers, and when she told her story to The New Yorker in October 2016, he supported her with a loving message on Twitter. "I am proud and honored to know you. You just did the hardest thing in the world," Bourdain wrote. However, it's unknown if she and Bourdain were still together since Argento was pictured laughing and hugging reporter Hugo Clement in the streets of Rome on Monday. According to both Argento and Bourdain's social media accounts, the two looked as if they were still in a relationship. Less than 2 weeks ago, both posted the same loved-up shot of themselves together in Firenze, Italy, shooting another episode together. Just 2 hours before the news of Bourdain's death was announced on CNN, Argento posted a photo of herself to Instagram stories, wearing a F Everyone t-shirt showing Bourdain's idol Sid Vicious. She wrote on the image, "You know who you are." Bourdain was born in New York City in 1956, and was raised in New Jersey by French music executive Pierre Bourdain and his wife Gladys, a staff editor at the New York Times. He credited summers spent in France as a child with his obsession with food. His childhood also sparked his drug addiction. In a 2013 interview with The Guardian, he said he got into using drugs because of the normalcy of his suburban upbringing. "I deeply resented the relative stability at my house. I started taking drugs as soon as I encountered them," Bourdain said. Bourdain attended Vassar College but dropped out after 2 years. He started working in restaurants on Cape Cod, and decided to hone his craft further by studying at the Culinary Institute of America. After graduating from the institute in 1978, Bourdain moved to New York City and worked in some of Manhattan's most famous restaurants such as the Supper Club, 1 Fifth Avenue and Sullivan's, before becoming the executive chef at Brasserie Les Halles. Bourdain's profile began to soar in 1999, when The New Yorker published his article Don't Eat Before Reading This, which he developed into the 2000 book, Kitchen Confidential.